Healing in the now. Cindy goes, I had to give this to you because I'm always going, be here now. That's all we have. We live in the eternal now, so let's go with it. How's that? So healing in the now. We've gone through a series this month. This is the last Sunday. And it's to heal and renew our commitment with God. To heal and renew our commitment with God. You know, a lot of us might say that in our head, but we have to really start being in our heart to renew and to heal. Because life gets in the way of love. So we worked with healing our thoughts. So healing our thoughts to renew our commitment with God. So to understand how powerful thought is, we create with thought in this dimension. To have high thoughts, high consciousness thoughts. To think high consciously. And then behavior. I think behavior, renewing our commitment, that's just brotherhood, isn't it? And then I love our bracelets, WWJD. What would Jesus do? Isn't that a good one? Community, healing through community. When we all come together, sitting in church this morning, it's a very powerful healing transformation. We all are being waved with love, and the love that moves through us is transforming us all. And it's a beautiful way, isn't it? We don't have to work at it. And then healing through joy. Joy is an innate energy within us all. Joy is a beautiful, beautiful energy that is the truth of our being. And we have to just uncover it and unlock the doors and just let it flow. And we'll surprise ourselves. And today, now, to heal and renew our commitment with God. Now. The eternal now. Every now. So for now, how's this? I want you to all close your eyes for a moment. Just close your eyes for a moment and just breathe. We all know why we're here, to heal and renew our commitment to God. So just breathe this in, and I'm going to read a statement. I want you to say it in your heart, silently to yourself, okay? So just breathe. I am the Christ, and the Christ fills the cells of my body right now. I am at peace. God love fills me. I am the Christ, and the Christ fills the cells of my body right now. I am at peace. God love fills me. I am the Christ, and the Christ fills the cells of my body now. I am at peace. God love fills me. So just breathe. Breathe in the power of your spoken word. And allow these words to vibrate to the core of your soul. So just breathe and feel how loved you are and the love that you are. And in your heart, say, thank you, God. And we gently open our eyes. So we can do that every day, every now and then. How's that? As we find God in ourselves, God is everywhere. As we find God in ourselves, God is everywhere. It sounds real simple, but you know, we can't see anything if we can't see ourselves. Because then it's just a thought, and it's just an illusion. To begin to feel life and feel one with life is the transformation that we all seek. Each day we receive the perfect experience, energy, and food for our soul. How do you like that? Every day is perfect. And it's our perception or perspective of the experiences that happen to us that color our day. The experiences that we have are food for our soul. We are here on a soul journey. And we're here to renew our commitment to God through our soul's expression on the planet. We have experiences that may be good, they may be bad. We might not even know what's happening. But it's how we look at them that really matters. How do I understand what's happening to me at this moment in time? That's the question we can all ask. Instead of reacting to the outer, to begin to understand what's causing this. Is Spirit moving through my life to get me moving? Sometimes we say we get the cosmic 2x4 because we're not paying attention. It's from this perspective, it's from a higher perspective that we can grow. And this higher perspective allows us to expand into our greater essence of being, to heal and renew our commitment to God, to remember that. We get caught up with life, and we might renew a commitment to our jobs or to our mates or to life, to our children. But if we go within and know that the Christ cells fill every cell of our body now, we begin to know that God essence I am, and then we can know the God essence in all. To know the God essence in our mate, in our children, in our people, in our friends. It lifts us to a new perspective, to begin to understand that we are one. Are we going through our experiences that lift us and free us to a higher understanding and expansion and consciousness, or do we look at them so that they can support the status quo? And a lot of humans get caught in that circle of sustaining and maintaining the status quo, which for the most part probably is in alignment with our renewing and understanding our commitment with God. We had a small group of us had a equinox meditation last week. And we connect with the masters and higher, and we get messages and things like that. We get to ask questions, and we're asking for this higher guidance. And I got this statement spoken to me by one of the masters, and I thought it was very profound. Familiar keeps us in 3D land, and fear keeps us out of 5D land. Familiar keeps us in 3D land, in the land that we're walking in, matter. And we try to get comfortable here, but it's never sustaining, and it never fills us. But it's familiar. And then someone comes along and says, "Follow me." It gets scary, because we're asked to walk out of one world into another world. We're walking in the known, and we're being asked to walk into the unknown. The one that asked us to follow me revealed so many great things, and then he said, "You haven't seen anything yet. I can't teach you more or tell you more because you're not ready." And to be ready, we have to heal, replace a lower level of consciousness with a higher level of consciousness, and renew our commitment to God, you see. And all he was showing the people was their commitment to a bunch of lower laws that were limiting to them and weren't freeing them. I want to just lift you up to a higher law of love that can free you and show you who you truly are and who your brother and sister is too, to create that true brotherhood of man, that true community. We can grow and expand consciousness daily if we choose to experience life from a spiritual perspective, an unlimited perspective. To ask why, to not just ask why, but to ask why not. Why are you asking me to change? Why can't I change? This is daily. We're being asked to change and look at ourselves and our perspective and how we see life and how we see one another. But to be grounded in the identity and the knowing that I am a spirit, son of God, daughter of God. You see? And to begin to walk in that consciousness. Familiar keeps us in 3D. Fear keeps us out of 5D. We can change. We know we can't change anyone else. But what can we change? We can change our mind. Can't we all change our mind? Has anyone here ever changed their mind in life? Big collective, yes, we have changed our mind. We can change our mind. So keep the process going. How's that? Can we change our heart? Yes, we can change our heart. And we can we can have certain experiences that open our heart, that melt our heart, that open the doors to our heart. We have to be open to that. It's better to have loved and lost than to never have loved at all. That's how powerful love is. And that loss is just a familiar paradigm that people get caught in and have a hard time getting out of. We can change our attitudes. And I know we've all changed our attitudes. And have we ever told maybe someone or our child, you need an attitude adjustment? We can all change our attitude. We got to pull our boots out of the earth here so that we can maybe soar a little bit and fly with the angels and our spiritual guides and teachers. We can change our values. What is important to me? That's very powerful for us because we have been told since we were children what's important to us. We just believed it. And we're at a moment in time where to begin to ask, well, what is important to me? This isn't working for me, but they said it was supposed to work for me. What's a heart to do? You see? What would work for me? Changing that lower level of awareness, belief, to a higher, and then supporting that new choice. And we can change our willingness to live life, our willingness to love, our willingness to share, a willingness to open up our hand. Mine, thine. Willingness. We say, thy will be done, Father. Father's like this. A lot of humans like this. Mine. My will be done. And we can all choose how we spend our time. Well, I only have this much time. I'll try to get this number right. We all have 1,140 minutes per day. 60 times 24. I'm close to that, right? We all have that. We all have the same amount of minutes. And we can look around and see people that get a lot of stuff done with their minutes and other people that don't get things done with their minutes. But we all have the same amount, don't we? 60 times 24. Who's a math genius? I think it's 1,100. Okay. But do you see what I'm saying? How do we spend those minutes? We're the chooser. We are the chooser. When we start getting in, be the chooser in life, our life will change. Our life will change when we choose to change. We all have the same number of minutes. View life from a higher, unlimited perception with eyes to see and ears to hear. We've heard that, those with eyes to see and those with ears to see, ears to hear. And what we're talking about is our higher vision, our higher capacity of hearing. We begin to listen to that inner guidance, the Father within who's speaking words to us all. To listen to those words. And you know what's in front of us that we see is what we're supposed to see. To see that what we see is what we're supposed to see. But we might have to get out of our will. We We won't have to get out of our familiar. You see? That's healing. Replacing a lower level of consciousness with a higher level of consciousness. Human consciousness with divine consciousness. And what's crazy is we're human and divine. We just got to get clearer and clearer. Jesus said, I am the way. I am the way. The way is the harmony of the universe. Harmony is a powerful word. The way is the harmony of the universe. To seek harmony with our brothers and sisters, to seek harmony with the earth, to seek harmony with life. That's the way. It's not a rule. It's a law. Harmony. I am the way. And if we look at his life, we can always see that he was living in harmony. And if we don't see that, we need to go within and ask, what do I need to see? What am I missing here? Because there's all sorts of levels of consciousness and all sorts of levels of playing fields that we participate in. And we see him with these eyes. And he's looking through one eye, the single eye of God. So perhaps to begin to ask, what do I need to see here? Instead of believing what someone told you should believe, within your heart, that little meditation that Christ is filling every cell of my body now. God's love fills me now. Now, the eternal now, the eternal now. This is from Spirit. It's all from Spirit. When we move from attempting to master life, to appreciating life, we allow love to be. You see? When we move from attempting to master life, i.e. get it my way, to appreciating life, to appreciating the God within all people, places, things, experiencing that we're having. Allowing that, appreciate that. We're all unique, different individual expressions of God. But the one thing is we're all good. We're all good. And it's a blind spot within us that we can't see the good in another. It's a lower level of consciousness. So as he has to be lifted and expanded, we can begin to see that good, and then we begin to act on it more. Appreciating life and allowing love to be, because God is love. God is all. So allow it to unfold in divine order. Divine order. Eye hath not seen nor ear heard the glory that God hath for man. We're looking to see what man's going to give us. We're looking to see what we can create for ourselves. Man, do you see? And we get in the way. We get in the way of God. I love when Cindy says, I got this, God. That's a teaching tool for us all. You see? She doesn't say that, but in our lessons, you see, we go through life and we got it. We got one way. And there's an infinite number of ways. We've got one. If we're open to more, we can get more. But if we got it, we get to live it. And that's good. But how many times are we going to live it over and over and over? That's a choice. So steps in our journey that we can take are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Contemplate God daily in faith and the grace of God. Think about God. I love the song here. Think about God's love. Think about God's
goodness.
There we go. That's why I love all the songs we sing, because we can see them during the week and they're powerful. They're very powerful, powerful spoken word. And when we sing, we're getting out of our left brain, we're going into our right brain. We're getting that creative energy to flow to us and through us, and then expressing our creativity into the world. Surrender to divine will. Listen for guidance. I think I got it, God, but Give me a hint. How's that? Ask. And be willing to listen and then maybe respond to that and try something new. Try something now. You see? Try something now. When we have an experience, know that it's perfect. It's a Fuji no Nat. The Fuji no Nat. And then love. Love, love, love. The path begins in the heart. So we love God. We love our neighbor as ourselves. We love. It seems like a gigantic step. You know, one small step for mankind, but one giant step for God. You see? We've made it a million times. And we can make it again. But to realize to transform a lower level of consciousness into a higher level of consciousness. See? Everything is evolving. It's moving. It's constant. Change is good. Moves around my familiar. I don't know what's going to happen. What's going to happen is supposed to happen. What's going to happen is supposed to happen. Thursday night when we went to bed, you know, we got the hurricane beaming us in our whole quadrant. And so I'm getting ready to bed and saying something, you know, like getting all prepared and everything. And with a tinge, I'm not going to say it, but maybe it's a little worry. How's that? I said, Jesus slept through the storm? And we've heard that story, haven't we? Everybody's going, hey, Jesus, wake up. We're going, no, you're not. You forget who you are. See? They forgot who they were, the apostles. They could speak the word. They learned all this stuff. They forgot who they were. They went into fear. So when they went into fear, they separated from love, from God, the Christ. And then they wanted to blame him. What are you sleeping for? Get up and save us. He already taught them. We're all disciples. We're all disciples. And all that is disciplining ourselves to a belief system. Disciplining ourselves to a belief system. And when those times come, I'll say, I'm going back to sleep. I slept through the whole night. I did not care. Whatever happens. Okay. But you see how we can take a step daily in our transformation, our healing, and letting go of the old. To have a new experience. To not go into fear every time something happens. We're out of control. And then forgiveness. Forgiveness frees. Forgiveness frees all. Forgiveness frees all. You see? It's powerful. Letting go. We free ourselves, we free another. We can free ourselves from patterns, and we can free those patterns to go back into the grand matrix and be transformed into something more joyful. Be alert and responsive to life. Be alert and be responsive to life. The spirit of life. The spirit of life. Spirit creates matter. We say that. Spirit creates matter. We've proven it. We've got scientists, quantum mechanics. We're going to crawl along a little bit longer. You see what I'm saying? And then we'll wake up and go, man, I wish I would have got on that wagon a while back. Do you see, we have so much revealed to us already, but we are asked to move out of our familiar. We're asked to move out of familiar. And that's hard for people. Because we've got security here. Know you are loved. Follow love. Lead with love. Be love. Live love. Love is the answer. Love is the answer. It's very powerful. To begin to shift. And so like Cindy said a word last week. Someday. People want to do, well, someday I'll do that. We want now. To heal now. We don't have to wait. That's a faulty thought. It's a faulty thought. And the more we discipline ourselves to not having to wait, the closer the time gets together. Do you see what I'm saying? We're walking out of one world into another world. I think now is more fun than someday. But we never know until we give it a chance. Let's go within. So as you sit in your chair, just close your eyes and just breathe once again. And as you breathe, just ask to feel God's love. Become aware of a radiant column of light showering over you now. The light of the Christ bring enlightenment and transformation, wholeness, completeness, and perfection. So just breathe it in. Feel that energy coming through your crown chakra, moving all the way through your whole body. And then move it out into your aura, your sphere of influence. And just breathe. The Christ is filling every cell of my body now. God love feeds me. The Christ fills every cell of my body now. God love frees me. The Christ fills every cell of my body now. God's love transforms me. So just breathe and feel these energies of strength and freedom and transformation moving through your body now, your body consciousness. Physical, mental, emotional, spiritual. The transforming love of God flows through me now. I know it. I feel it. And I am grateful. Breathe and feel. Your unique vibration. Be still and know. This is who you are. This is who I am. So just breathe and feel. And just gently open your eyes. To replace a lower level of consciousness with a higher level of consciousness. Calling forth that Christ vibration to fill the cells of our being. It's transforming. We are at the end of trying to know self through external conditions. That's where we're at as a people. As we came out of the Piscean age, 2,200 years, where we're learning all these lessons, and now we're in the Aquarian age. So we're going up a level, a higher level of consciousness, a higher level of awareness, a higher level of loving. And so we're at the end of trying to know self through external conditions. We're not our conditions. We are spirit. And we're moving into a new era of human consciousness to see beyond limiting illusion. How exciting is that? How exciting is that? Amen. To Southerner. That's where we're at. On the planet, individually and collectively. And we're the chooser. When we're done with trying to know ourselves through external conditions, we can be done with it. And then choose higher. Choose higher. And they all said, Yea, God.